Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda Heroes, like Defender of the Fatherland, your Lord and Master, your King of Kings, off here to a 1v1 on not Twin Beaches, but Road to Tunis. In the West it is the one and only Ajax, champion of freedom and democracy, here with the US 45th Infantry Division, with the double scout jeep start here with advanced infantry. These it is Havoc, fighting for the German Reich, Deutschland, sitting fourth here with the 21st Panzer Division, with a bike 250 half-track start here. Havoc going hard on that mechanization to meet up against the Allied advance. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast, and especially big thanks to Caledonian for joining the heroic and spectacular ranks. So big thanks to you, Caledonian, and big salute from me. And as always, also big thanks to keep commenting and liking my videos, helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms. So we're setting out in a variety of directions. Havoc, of course, going northwards, looking to cause some havoc there. But clearly also focused on the south side here. Meanwhile, we see that Ajax using his jeep quite aggressively, anticipating a bike. He's trying to find the bike and, of course, then destroy the bike. Americans, of course, besides being big fans of cars, are also big haters of bikes and trains. So up north here, bike busy up at that northern fuel point, got that bike racing in. Further south here, grabbing the point here with the scouts. Rifle squad out. Further south here, Panzer Grenadiers advancing slowly with the 250 half-track, or Panzer Pioneer, though we do have some Panzer Grenadier out there for Havoc. And there we go, of course, Ajax finds that bike, and like any true American, sets about destroying it. The only amount of wheels that are acceptable here is 4. Further south here, scouts in trouble there with the 250, and are quickly overcome by German forces striking hard there. Panzer Grenadiers been blocking the jeep from stalking down the bike and destroying it, buying it some more time to survive. More rifle out for Ajax, and more Panzer Grenadiers for Havoc. What could Havoc go for? I mean, going by most typical meta choice again, it's gonna likely be armored support. There could be battlefield espionage. Italian infantry is sort of possible, but typically in 1v1 is not so popular. It's more armored support because, again, as I've mentioned in many videos before, it's just flexible in sort of a just steady, manner. Battlefield espionage does have some, but it also has a bit more gimmick, so it isn't quite as broad. But it can certainly do some nasty things. Up north here, Panzer Grenadiers are ready. Could try and poke southwards. Light support coming here for Havoc. Grenades for Ajax. Common response, of course, to DAK player with any number of light vehicles, really. Grenades ready. Will Havoc try and dive in there? Now, he's already expecting grenades, and that's typically something you should do as a DAK player against the USF. After a certain amount of time, you should definitely expect grenades. Most players will, at this stage, typically have grenades out by now, again, to make sure you can't race any light vehicles. So, smart play there by Havoc, thumbs up. Panzer has moved through the northwest. He could threaten here Ajax fuel point, as his forces are kind of heavily bogged down in the south, including with his 2 rifle squads, meaning that the field right next to Ajax base right now is quite undefended. Light support coming up here. What will Havoc end up going for here? Fast support elements first, machine guns, assault grenadiers, Panzerjägers. It is in fact the MG-34 here, the Maschinengewehr 34. Panzer Grenadiers versus the Jeep. Shots fired there. Driving caught here as the half-track moves northwards to push in there. Both players effectively abandoning the south, which of course means Havoc could do, well, some havoc in the south, not on Ajax resources there. But what he's doing right now is basically setting up a threatening position here outside of Ajax base that Pax can't really ignore, because if he does, he's going to lose his fuel point right next to his base here. So by setting up shop here, he's trying to just bait Ajax into less than great engagement, using the buildings and all the heavy terrain there with green cover. Of course, the flamethrower moving in, that kind of undermines Havoc's plan a bit there. But still, he's doing some damage there for the most part, but the flamethrower is really adding, so it's a bit of a expiration date to this plan. Unless he gets some heavy firepower like the MG-34, which is coming in there. But Pax Ajax here, perhaps not anticipating that's got his men up here. After they're heavily damaged, Havoc will need to get out of there. Up north here, Havoc could start flanking around here, Pax Ajax from that angle, and we end up, yeah, Pax withdrawing, Havoc retains his position, and ultimately, Havoc actually took no casualties. Meanwhile, Pax Ajax at least took a few of them. So, it did end up kind of working out there. Like, there's several units now that need to be, reinforced and healed, and all that sort of stuff there. I mean, sure, some of his men need to be healed, but crucially, none of them need to be reinforced. So this engagement worked out well for Havoc, again, because, he was able to bait his opponent attacking in a position where attacking forwards was going to be expensive for Pax Ajax. So, thumbs up to Havoc there. Tactically smart play, though Pax Ajax here does have a bit of a laugh there on Havoc, as he's still been able to push up the south and starting to threaten the southern resources. But Havoc, though, of course, not one to let a good opportunity lay flat on the ground. Go straight for the cutoff point here, starting to sever up Pax's resources. Again, he's able to, capitalize on this tactical engagement to further extent here. And even sets a machine gun here because there's not a lot of cover here, so again, Pax will have to charge into the machine gun to defend his cutoff point. And with predictable resources, assaults, not resources, when you're in MD-34, there's then overwatching that point. So, thumbs up there to Havoc, really putting the squeeze down Pax Ajax. Pax here deciding he's had enough, goes for a machine gun of his own. With a weapon support, he's going for the 30 cal there. Scouts sneak up behind. Also starting to flank here, but if we do get the artillery observers here, other squad here might be in trouble as well there. But here we do see Havoc, focusing too much here, allowing the machine attack to get closed in on by the flamethrower team. And lost the artillery observers here. Bit of a blow there to Pax Ajax, but if you can get the machine gun, theoretically could pay itself off. Obviously doesn't have it. 30 cal ready, still. He does finally push through, but it has come at a fair bit of a cost here to Pax Ajax, though Havoc ends up also paying a bit of a price. Having said that, we got 250 half-track with assault grenades, we got an Arctard on the way, so Pax will need some anti-tank weapons. Oh, we even got Breach here. 2 thumbs up. Easily one of my favorite inclusions of the game. Is just unfortunate. They just, I don't know, decided it needs to be so absolutely easily dodged. I've just done nothing to even really significantly improve it since release. Basically meaning it's a cool idea, but the execution leaves a bit to be desired. It leaves a bit to be desired. Put it gently. Route squad there has to withdraw. Havoc now a bit more caught in a tough spot. They're again lacking more infantry. Of course, still has the assault grenadiers. Havoc definitely feels the Havoc sort of bearing in on him. Pax Ajax pushing northwards here, starting to exploit some of the map control here. But now we do have the Arctard out here. Great tool, of course, for curtailing Pax Ajax activities with his infantry. Will force Pax to have to get some serious anti-tank asses out there, because this is definitely an armored car that puts the heavy into heavy armored car in the wrong way. It's a very spongy, it can take a fair bit of damage, which personally I feel like is not how any, light vehicle like that should be approached. They shouldn't be sponges. I'd sure give them a bit of extra armor to maybe sort of bounce off some things, but they shouldn't be massive sponges, and I think that's kind of a bit the issue I find at times to do here with light vehicles. It's just a lot of them, at least some of the more annoying ones, tend to be just big sponges that can absorb way too much damage. So anyways, enough about that. Arctard moving forwards, support arm elements here for Havoc. Still, Pax there, sort of sneaking in some hits here and there, again pressuring Havoc. Got an ambulance out as well for Havoc. Very clear to antagonize the Americans. And artillery call in here. I hear captain at that. Nothing from the artillery beacon there. Clearly just wants to make sure he doesn't run into the machine gun there. And he doesn't. He just runs into it slightly to the right. There we go. Actually sprints through here. Gets suppressed, but he's within grenade range. And of course, being American, aims at the ambulance. Just every fiber of his being just orders his men to just throw that grenade at the ambulance. Not the machine gun that was absolutely cutting down the men. No, the ambulance. Just truly an American through and through. Sir, we have to choose between the machine gun that's murdering our men or the ambulance. Aim everything at the ambulance, men. Everything in the name of democracy. Soldiers meanwhile just keeping out of there with MP40s, the machine and pistol and 40. Maybe a few other submachine guns in those. The German army did struggle to produce enough of them and would make use of many captured examples and even just older submachine guns they had lying around as well. Like the MP-38, the MP-24, the MP-32. I think it was the MP-34, was the MP-34, but either way, you know, a lot of submachine guns designs like that. For example, you know, Denmark had a whole bunch of MP-34s and they got pretty much used by the Germans and they, you know, basically had the Danes produce more of them. Pack 38 there for Havoc. Those are just some of the many submachine guns. So, munition subsidies for Pax Ajax, always a good upgrade to have. Still no battle group for Havoc though. We can see there, Havoc is starting to get sucked more and more into the center of the map here. Meanwhile, Pax, obviously keeping Havoc's eyes, there's also like, you know, sneaking about units to deal with that. Of course, the bike armored car combo can somewhat put a stop to that, but as soon as that moves up to deal there, the rest of his forces are suddenly looking a bit more exposed, and then Havoc or Pax can just push through here. So, like, if Pax at this point had something to counter the Arc Guard a bit more aggressive, like say Chaffee or any other tank really, I mean, Havoc would arguably been a bit of a tough spot. Like, he's a bit too reliant on that heavy armored car at the moment. Losing that one Panzer Grenadier squad really hurt, I think, Havoc's ability to like maintain a front line here. And he probably should go for some more infantry in the near future. There you go. Havoc there, sending a message to Pax Ajax Charging's base, trying to take out the ambulance, but not the ambulance, but the Jeep. And the Jeep narrowly does survive the entire encounter, which is quite impressively lucky for Pax Ajax. Quite impressively lucky.
They've taken our victory point. Combat engineer.
Damn, they're hard at work. Advanced logistics there for Pax Ajax. And quick smoke grenade there. That's it. The positioning here does theoretically pack the ability to move in and just contest the point a bit, because it actually slightly covers the point there. He doesn't, but theoretically he could have done that and a bit of a nuisance there for him.
About time.
Rangers being made available here. Half tracks for Pax Ajax, probably an anti-tank half track. Havoc though, still no battle group, kind of comfortable, but there you go. Now he moves up here using the smoke, but a bit late to the party, as you might have noticed. Stuk 3D there for Havoc. Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung D. There you go. Good hit from the bazooka team there on the heavy armored car. There you go. Infantry half track out there for Pax Ajax again. Very much anticipating an anti-tank upgrade for that one. Bingo. In the south, the half-track spotted by the riflemen, 2 squads moving in there. That's going to force their Havoc to commit some forces to contain that. And up north again, artillery service being used to again try and drag out some units. Lost a Jeep in the end there. That's a small win there for Havoc. Definitely slowing down a Pax Ajax ability to like to pressure him and sort of sneak against the bits here and there. Another half-track for Pax Ajax. Going to be another anti-tank half-track. I mean, it could also be the M16. Havoc still hasn't gone for a battle group. Stuk 3D out here. The Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung D. The models of the Stuk series. Equipped with a 75 mechanism, so that's the Stummel or the early model Panzer IVs. A lot of bazooka fire there. Engineers trying to get their hands on the machine gun, but they're taking a lot of damage. And here, Pax Ajax narrowly avoids losing the engineer squads. Well, that would have been quite painful in the end. Yeah, the machine gun just wasn't going to get out of there with a Stu there just blasting it. Interesting half-track sneaking up here, could flank it. There you go, wrecked Axe's machine gun. Having there definitely being a very rude fellow. And there you go, second half-track out, and of course, upgrading to an anti-tank half-track as well here. Very fitting for the period where they did rely heavily on anti-tank half-tracks. First equipped with the M1 anti-tank gun, and later they would equip with the 75mm gun, which is basically the same gun as used on the Sherman, by the way. Fun fact. They were really happy about that gun. Even more fun fact, that was actually originally a French gun they used for that purpose. Well, the gun is based off a French gun specifically, is what I'm trying to say, but that's so poorly.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
think it's like a 1897 pattern gun, I think, sort of roughly like that. So, fun facts here. Anyways, machine gun team there knocked out by the double barrel here of the anti-tank half-deck. Stu D getting snared up. And we got the 20 tank half-deck number 48. Pax Ajax definitely catching here Havoc a bit unprepared, but Havoc, though, still in the end ready. He's Pack 38, pushing back those anti-tank half-tracks in the south here. Bazooka team's pushed off with the Arctot, and the 250 just sort of watches. Up north, a bit of probing up with the artillery observers, and the center Arctot Stuke D moving in. Still no battle group here out of Havoc. It feels more and more like it's going to be an armored support than once he actually makes a pick there, just for the loiter and some, you know, buffs for his other units. Plus the salvageability. Pax Ajax bring another machine gun team. And there we go. Armored support. Again, it's just the de facto, at least for 1-1, just, you know, most used battle group, because again, it's just broad and nicely covering a variety of bases. And it has a loiter. It will be interesting to see if that battle group they're going to add in February will be able to compete with it. The Raft Squad was the Panzergrenadiers by the southern field point up north. Artillery observers rapidly force back here as Havoc comes swinging with a Sturmgrenadier in the center. Raft Squad moving in here. And we got the double anti-tank half-tracks home to get lucky. But clearly just firing in the blind isn't the best tactic there for like scoring any hits all the time. No sign of attack yet if Havoc, of course, he could do with some more infantry still.
Veteran troops are being called to the front.
M6 going down. This one packs a punch.
And some mines here to catch up any German pushes there. I think I have the yeah, he does have demolition package, so that likely could be a anti-tank mine here. Actually, yeah, it is. It's in fact an M6 anti-tank mine, so bad news there for Havoc if he decides to get a bit aggressive. You also got Havoc actually mechanizing both of his infantry squads. Thumbs up. 1 to tank mines. 2 thumbs up to Pax Ajax. Laying down a lot of anti-tank mines is a, I think, great way to like give Havoc a very, very nasty surprise.
Now would be a fantastic time to shut the fuck up and focus. Orders coming down the chain. Listen up.
Grab the southern points here. Pax deciding not to bash his face into the center there all the time. Very smart. Also, he's got some mines here, so if Havoc just tried to swing up behind Pax here, he could risk hitting the mine there, suffering damage there. Quick counterattack here by Havoc, but without much follow-up, he's kind of throwing his men there into meat grind if he's not careful. I mean, thankfully for him, Pax Ajax's response to this is definitely a bit confused. It does end up slowly turning against Havoc there. Crucially, there's no real support from the rest of Havoc's army or follow-up anywhere else, so this ends up just being kind of not too useful there for Havoc. And just allowed Pax to do a lot of free damage effectively to the Assault Grenadiers. Panzer Commando. And we do get Pax here with his Rangers. Big Ranger fan. Equipped with the Thompson submachine gun. Panzer Commander slowly getting ready. I think up in the center, we got Raft Squad, machine gun, and artillery observers here. MD-34 Panzer sent to defend here. We got the Stuke D turn right here, but that could, yeah, expose his flank here. Bazooka teams and anti-tank half-tanks letting loose here at the assault gun. Pax there charging in, almost got it here. Artillery firing down, machine gun team cleared out here. Crashing forwards. Not only is the Stuke D in danger, but so is the ambulance. Lloyd going in, and both half-tracks get knocked out, though. Both are gone. He was actually using the command, or the armored car's ability to operate as a command vehicle there to boost stuff there. Thumbs up. So play here. Almost got it. He's trying to finish off. Yes, he gets it. Could also take out the Pack 38. And there we go. And we also hear that Havoc lost a Panzer Grenadier squad in the meanwhile, too. He's not grabbing the Pak-38 though. Probably should do that, at least destroy it. And there you go. And to add insult to injury, his rifleman got the MG-34. Havoc following up with the Panzer III, but he's really going to need some infantry after this. So machine gun, Pak-38 this sees for the Americans, plus he lost his Akkad and his ambulance. Oh, didn't lose the ambulance.
Should be spent when possible.
It's close. They're looking rough here for Havoc, and we got Pax just going for another pair of anti-tank half-tracks.
M3 half-track moving to the line.
Pax clearly a big believer in keeping things period appropriate. Sure, we got Hellcats. They didn't have Hellcats back then in North Africa. We won't have them now, men. So shut up. I'll slap you like Patton did, but harder.
They've taken our victory point.
Second half-track ready.
Flying is ordered.
Was upgrading both to anti-tank half-track standard. Assault grenades rushing at the 30 cal, also into the half-track, getting suppressed, getting hit with various calibers of machine gun. And there you go, grenade off. Panzer III number 2 on the way there for Havoc, clearly looking to build up a swift Panzer Army with which to run the Americans into the sand. Keep them there. Pax Ajax refuses to be bullied by the Germans. Further south here, bike probing forwards. And the Clipsubs, they're busy up north. Riflemen, bazooka team, machine guns all advanced in the center here.
We must take it back.
Second Panther III ready here. It's 2 Panther IIIs, a Stug D. And a mix of other things. But crucially, not a lot of infantry reported. South side bikes. Oh, they're still alive. Impressive work keeping them in one PC for Havoc. Thumbs up. Salvaging here the Akkad. Getting the resource salvage. Thumbs up to Havoc. Probably have to go for another Panther soon enough. Which I imagine is Havoc's overall end goal, is just more Panther IIIs. So he could arguably, before he gets it, maybe call in another calling unit, like more assault grenades and a 250 half-track. Again, just I think more infantry could do a lot there for Havoc and its sort of current situation here versus Pax Ajax. See when he can get the discount. I imagine Pax is, yeah, he's just laying down a lot of anti-tank mines, meaning whatever like Havoc might have planned there with his panzers could go spectacularly, horribly wrong. Alright, if you're Pax Ajax. I mean, Caducey is mine sweeping there, so I mean, he is very sensibly assuming that Pax is laying down mines, but he's probably not anticipating that Pax is laying down a lot of anti-tank mines. You know what, Pax pushing up north is again really just flourishing in the fact now that Havoc just doesn't have the heavy armored car, and while he does have Panther IIIs, he's clearly playing them a lot more conservatively. There you go, third one on the way here. Rommel's armored fist they extended against the retreating bazooka team there might just get them. No, gets away there. Anti-tank have to trying to swoop up here in the south, bike force back. Havoc's map control steadily vanishing between his hands here. Even as Pax just keeps running around circles with him now. Almost got the artillery observers here, machine gun there covering up the point. Back healing enforcement. I mean,
105 howitzers are now available in the field.
Oh, good to go. Still very short on
Enemy
infantry.
movement near a victory point.
And support weapons for that matter. Meanwhile, again, Pax has got the Rangers, the Rifleman, the Captain, a mix of other stuff, 2 machine guns, and a Pak-38. Certainly paints an interesting contrast, if you will. Very interesting contrast. So, thumbs up to both players for certainly creating that, even if I doubt, of course, they were planning that. Pax with the cash on the way, more fuel for more half-tracks, I'm sure. More Rangers here for Pax Ajax, this time, of course, the ones with the MG-34. Range them in, and they absolutely finally obliterate Havoc's bike there. Filling that promise of utter bike decimation. Still moving in, gaining Vetchi 2 there. Who gains a better understanding of ballistics and the weak spots of American infantry. So I just shoot right at them and watch them explode. Yeah, I understand now. It's so much clearer. Further up north here, at Observer's range there, pushing for that northern victory point. Havoc's really starting to struggle, and he even lost his panzer ponies. Like, Havoc's infantry's pretty much gone extinct here. It's great. Going for some panzer pioneers. Thumbs up. He's going to need a lot more than that. Panther Thieves here being set upon. As, of course, Pax here senses what Havoc then would do with this Panther Thieves. Catching the Stuke D with the Pack 13, taking half ticks. We've got a Lodger though. Havoc returning the favour here to some extent against Pax. At least tries to. Luthor goes in hard. On one end to take half track. Knocked out, and the crew just sent flying. Good lord. Even doing cartwheels. Look at me, Ma! And wrecking the Pack 38. And we got their Pax Ajax with some supply drops of Rangers, maybe home for a few bazookas. Maybe not. And we do have the rapid advances called there. Yeah, rapid advance there for the armor. And also emergency repair kits can repair themselves. It does help to some extent compensate for Havoc's lack of infantry, but it's not quite a full substitute either, I argue. This is going to go for another Panther 3 now. Does spot one of the anti-tank mines. I mean, despite all the mines so far, I don't think Havoc's actually hit any of them. I imagine a bit to Pax Ajax annoyance, but I think overall, the Pax Ajax is probably enjoying the overall situation.
Bazooka squad reporting in.
Rangers then moving forwards. 30 cals, MD-34s, bazookas, and who knows what else. And a command tank. I mean, that's actually pretty good with all the armor he does have, though. So thumbs up there. Excellent addition. If he can get there in time, though. Captain there about to get knocked out here. Entering after tracking up. Command tank now finally arriving here. Giving Havoc's Panzerwaffe a much needed boost with which to possibly overcome the Americans. Also got another anti-tank half there still hanging about. He can soon go for more. He might also be planning to go for the tank depot. There you go. Befehls Panzerkampfwagen 4 there ready for Havoc.
IP ahead of us. Get in formation.
More supply drops down at Pax Ajax. More Panzerpioneer for Havoc, at least giving him some foot soldiers there. So thumbs up to that. There you go, Bazooka teaming forwards, being hammered here with the Panzers. Havoc once more stabilizing his map control. They need to get a tank from the point to grab it. Stuke D a bit isolated from the rest. Perhaps a nice time of quiet. Rangers lining up. We got more bazookas on the Rangers, definitely giving Havoc, Pax Ajax Rangers obviously a bit of a boost there. He's also gone for improvised, or the improved bazooka rockets. That could be extra bad news. Yeah, he actually has. He went for that much sooner, so yeah. That's really nasty on the Rangers, since obviously at higher levels of veterans, they're good at rate of fire. They can fire on the move. And of course, they can then do more damage. And that's kind of nuts. I actually got 3 of them there. It's bonkers. And of course, really decent counter to all this. Another half-track ready. It's obviously going to be another anti-tank half-track there out of Pax Ajax. I mean, he could surprise us with a anti-aircraft half-track maybe down the road. In the south, their assault grenadiers here spotting a gap, but Pax Ajax with an in-depth defense here proves he was one step ahead of Havoc here. Either intentionally or by mistake. Rangers getting ready again. If they can sort of catch the tanks in a bit of an awkward angle, they can do a lot of damage very fast. courtesy of all the various bonuses that basically just pull together on them. We'll have to see. 231, 145.
Victory point. We're losing it.
There you go, Rangers advancing at slope service. Anti-tank half-tracks.
A victory point is falling in.
Stu D moving in. Probably one of the bigger threats right now here too. Pax Ajax Rangers are those. It's that stronger shots, and there you go, getting hit there with everything Pax can bring to bear in the name of democracy, liberty, and corporate interests. There you go, Stu D down. And that removes a significant asset here for Havoc. And there you go, almost. We ends up retreating a bit sooner there. I figured he'd just finish it off, but I guess something might have changed here that causes Pax Ajax to play a bit more cautiously. Some other factor I might have missed during all of this. 117, 145, swinging north swiftly, and we got another Panther feeder out of Havoc. Another Panzerkampfwagen building up there towards a critical mass German steel. And the captain is posthumously promoted there to major. Actually keeps up, he's sniping there at the command tank with the anti-tank half-tank bazooka teams there. Almost had it there. And the bazooka team gets snuffed out. Max definitely underestimating his own men's imperviousness to German firepower, it appears. Got the assault grenades operating on their own. No real support here. First in the south here, going for that southern victory point. We got the Panzer Pioneer ready here to make a life miserable there for Pax's machine crew. He's actually going for the tank depot now. Perhaps Pax finally learning to ignore the siren call of the anti-tank half-tracks. It seemingly has just been like, you know, consuming his attention span for the last half an hour or so. There you go, range going for it. Heavily damaged Panther feeder there already. Potential target here, or victim. No gets away here. And a lot of damage. Again, they get such a rate of fire boosts. Again, with the anti-tank upgrade and the bazooka upgrade, they can, like, there's just so many things just all coming together onto, like, just that one squad. Then when they got, like, 3 bazookas, they can do insane amount of damage all while moving. Meanwhile, we actually got the recovery half-track here for Havoc. Pretty rare sight, and also clearly not for recovering any vehicles. It's just there to help him fix his stuff up faster. Because at this point, he does have a rather significantly large motor pool. What with 4 Panzer IIIs and 1 Panzer IV. Like, just relying on self-repairs and Panzer Pioneers, I don't think it's going to cut it. Though, of course, being able to then maybe down the road also just recover single Stu deep won't hurt Havoc either, though. But I imagine the priority is just to help with getting repairs done faster. So again, he doesn't have to, like, spend, like, you know, most of the time there with his tanks just waiting for repairs. I mean, your tanks being spend the least amount of time being repaired is really important. I mean, it was actually so important at one point during the fighting in Normandy, the head of the 1st SS Panzer Corps, Sepp Dietrich, actually awarded his mechanics medals just for the ability to get the tanks back in the field again, swiftly enough. That was an actual thing that happened. Meanwhile, Pax Ajax does apparently finally, like, you know, compromise his integrity here, and actually goes for an M18 Hellcat instead of a Sherman. Will he recover the Stu D there? We'll have to see. Havoc moving forward in a full Panzer platoon formation. But again, the Rangers backed up the line. Well, he's not going to recover that after all, it appears. He does spot the mines here. And his Panzer Pioneers get wiped by the barrage. Pax, they're missing. No chance to score an easy kill there on Havoc. Less than 100 points left here. Havoc really feeling the squeeze out of Pax Ajax and the US 45th Infantry. Charging forward, a few more mines being spotted here and there. 79.
They've captured a victory point.
Up to fix the Panzers. And there you go, his anti-tank recovery after being engaged, though. Turns out to be pretty durable somehow. Panther Fiend knocked out, Hellcat joining in. And there you go, unleashing the loader here. The Luftwaffe comes screaming in to save Havoc's bacon. As he charges in with his Panther Fiend, he's going on the offensive. Hitting an anti-tank mine, immediately getting knocked out there. Charging still in there, Rangers though nearby could do more damage. Yup, got both anti-tank half-tracks, and the M18, but now he's within the enemy's base there. And he's lost already several tanks. He's in fact down to just 2 tanks now. And there you go, GG, game over. Brutal battlefield fight. Here's some interesting tactics and strategies there out of PAX Ajax. Again, I think the issue is just in part, again, Havoc losing that early Panzer Grenadier squad and never replacing it, I think just slightly curtailed some of Havoc's ability to like push for the map. And PAX Ajax, I think, was also very smartly just the way he picked his battles against Havoc. That way, sort of slowly building up a control advantage. And sort of things just slowly, I think, spiraled out of there. That said, of course, I also just think, you know, the Rangers with all that stuff just kind of get silly. But, you know, counterpoint is, you know, Lloyd's is obviously silly as well. Just both are silly and probably should be looked at. But either way, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial Unity. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another Sun episode. Bye, everyone.